Trapped under a pile of boulders, Mr. Burns fought for survival in desperation. When hungry, he ate spiders and centipedes. When thirsty, he drank mole milk, clinging to life with sheer willpower. But back in Springfield, news of his death had already spread. When passers-by saw Burns alive and well, they thought they were seeing a ghost. Meanwhile, Homer and his colleagues, long exploited by Burns, silently gathered at the cemetery.
Who's grieved?
On the day Old Man Mountain was set to be officially designated a national natural landmark, the Simpson family joined the crowd to watch. Bart rolled his eyes. What's so interesting about a stupid rock? Through her telescope, however, Lisa spotted a tree growing right in the eye of Old Man Mountain. Homer frowned with worry. If that tree grows too big, it'll ruin the landmark. Eager to do something good for Springfield, he snuck up the mountain, muttering to himself as he worked. I've done so many bad things in my life. Helping this old man is at least one good deed for Springfield. While Lisa recited the tribute poem she'd written for Old Man Mountain, the ground suddenly shook violently. The mountain statue began to wobble. As the statue crumbled, Burns didn't even have time to react before he was buried under the falling rocks. The disaster happened so fast, Smithers, his assistant, tried to rescue him, but it was too late. He broke down in tears. His plan to confess his feelings to Burns that night would never come to fruition. On the way home, the family was still in shock. Lisa mourned, "The tribute poem I wrote for Old Man Mountain is now a relic." Marge suggested, "We could publish the poem in a newspaper to honor the mountain." She decided to create a commemorative newspaper for Old Man Mountain. After Burns' death, Smithers drowned his sorrows in alcohol, reminiscing about the past, until a familiar voice spoke up behind him. Burns had survived the disaster, though he'd suffered a bad blow to the head. Thanks to his thin frame, he'd fit into a narrow crevice in the rocks. In that desperate situation, he ate insects to stay alive, found a mole den along the way, and drank mole milk to regain strength, finally crawling out of the rocky grave that had trapped him. Burns couldn't wait to turn on the TV, eager to see how people were mourning him. But even after the disaster, everyone was still grieving the loss of Old Man Mountain.